Alright, people, so I'm here with your Raw review, and I gotta say, I watched the show on Monday, finished watching Monday night, but it's like, I don't even have the energy or the drive or the passion or the motivation to even get up my review, right after the show or on Tuesday, because, like I've been saying for a while now, this show is really, I'm not too happy, I'm not too excited watching Raw, But anyway, let's get to the review. So yeah, sorry it's a little bit late, but it's better than I've been doing lately. I actually did a Periscope video right after Raw, about Raw. So little cheap plug there for my little Mick Foley plug there for my Periscope channel, my Periscope, whatever the fuck it's called. But let's get into the review. So to get the show started, we have the New Day defeating Gallows and Anderson, and Gallows and Anderson, and Cesaro and Sheamus. I actually thought this was a pretty good match. It was fast paced. Cesaro had a little string of moves there where he was really going fast and shit, and doing moves all over the place. There was also a good amount of good moves and unique moves and good spots in here. So I was satisfied with this match. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. It could have been longer, but I mean it was still a pretty good match and shit. The only part I didn't like was, again, New Day comes out there, acts like baby faces, but they win via they keep using heel tactics to win. I do not understand that. It just baffles my mind. But I mean, they should turn them heel. They're getting boring. They're getting bland. They've been doing the same shit now for like a year. Turn them heel already. So I gave this match 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then eventually we get the announcement that there's going to be another tag team title match at the end of the show, so I'll talk about that later. Then we have Strowman defeating Curtis Axel. I mean, now we're back to jobber matches with Braun Strowman. I mean, how long are they going to just keep putting him in these kind of matches? The match was only 1 minute and 15 seconds. The last match, by the way, was 8 minutes and 40 seconds. This one was 1 minute and 15 seconds. Just terrible bullshit. Repetitive bullshit. 0 out of 5 stars. Then we get a cruiserweight match here. It was boring and short. Only 2 minutes and 35 seconds long. You get this Gallagher guy coming down to interfere in it. And you just get a little typical brawl. Short typical brawl there. Just a throwaway match. Waste of fucking time. Like I said, they keep giving the cruiserweight shorter and shorter amount of time to wrestle, which fucks up the matches. So, and they're not even it's like you can't even really call this a cruiserweight division, because it's not a legitimate division, because there's no promos, there's no storylines, there's nothing like that. Hardly anything. There's hardly any character build. And then you get to the match, okay, you don't give them any time to cut promos or shit like that. You figure that, okay, well, at least they give them, a good amount of time to wrestle, and they take the matches seriously. Wrong. They only give them, like, usually 5 minutes max to put on a match. I mean, that's not a recipe to have a good cruiserweight division. So this match sucks. 0 out of 5 stars. Again. Then we have Rollins, Owens, and Jericho in a segment here. It was a pretty basic, dragged out segment, I thought. I mean, it could have gone a little bit quicker. You have Owens announcing this tag match between, that's pretty much all it was about. Whenever they have a segment that's just out there to announce a fucking match, like they usually start the beginning of the show. They didn't this week, which was actually a good thing. But they usually start the beginning of the show, and the only reason they do it is really to announce the main event. It's a pretty boring-ass, repetitive way to start the show. So that's what this segment was. They basically took the opening segment that's usually there, and they moved it to the fourth segment. So this was just boring and dragged out. Owens announces the tag match, and then you get Owens and Jericho making up for now, I guess, or whatever the hell. So, like I said, a pretty basic, ordinary segment. Just there to, it's not there to fucking cut a good promo. And the other thing I gotta talk about right now, you have Owens out there with Jericho and Rollins when he has a match with Roman Reigns at the fucking pay-per-view. So you have Owens out there cutting a promo. Why isn't he with Roman Reigns? As much as I hate that match, as much as that is the single worst guy they could have put in the main event at the pay-per-view, you have to build up your fucking your fucking main event at the pay-per-view at Roadblock. And they don't even have Roman Reigns or Owens even together. They did nothing to build up Roadblock. Nothing whatsoever. I mean, Rollins and Jericho did nothing to build up their match at the pay-per-view. I mean, this is just bullshit. They're not even making an effort. At least before, they would make an effort. Yes, they would fail miserably every time. But at least they would make an effort to build up their matches. Now with Roadblock, I guess it's like, we're not even going to try to build up our matches. Yeah, we're just going to, not even put the guys in promos together or have them in a brawl. Just, we're just going to announce a match and act like we never announced it until we get to the pay-per-view. Then they're just going to wrestle without any build. I mean, it's really a slap in the face. We're paying for this match. It should be well built up. It should be a good fucking match. But they're not even going to give it any time to, cut promos or anything like that. So then we get Kendrick defeating Perkins. This match was 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, a cruiserweight match. Oh, they gave it a little bit more than 5 minutes. Well, it's not enough. Not enough time. Typical, I'm watching this match and it almost seems like a typical WWE match. There's hardly anything cruiserweight about this. I gave it a 1 star out of 5. Then we have Bayley defeating Alicia Fox. Again, terrible, boring, pointless match with 2 jobbers. I mean, who the fuck wants to watch a match with 2 jobbers? Nobody gives a shit. 0 out of 5 stars. Then we have Rusev and Lana. And also a big cast segment. The whole segment was, you're going to see what happens behind closed doors, with Rusev and Lana. I'm like, I don't really want to see fucking Rusev having sex. It's not really that appealing of thing to me. So it's not like I'm getting a boner it's not like I'm getting a boner throughout the entire Raw, waiting for the segment to happen. But then you get to the fucking segment. I'm like, all right, let's see what this is about. And then they're like, we're not going to show you what happened. It's like, okay. I mean, what the fuck's the point of even advertising that if you're not going to do it? It's like, it just didn't make any sense to me. It was kind of dumb. The whole thing was kind of poorly put together. So then you get a little brawl and nothing, nothing came out of this segment. Nothing whatsoever. I mean, it was just, last week I really liked the hotel segment. I thought that was good, a good brawl. They had a comedic moment in there, it was good. This was just like, you're going to figure out what happens after. It's like, and it didn't amount to anything at all. Then we have Sami Zayn defeating Don't Hinder Jinder Mahal. Again, a match with 2 jobbers. I gave it 0 out of 5 stars. It was 3 minutes and 25 seconds long. And also the Bayley Alicia Fox match was 2 minutes and 45 seconds long. Then we have Sami Zayn and Mick Foley cutting a promo. So I thought this was actually a pretty good promo. They're teasing a trade there with SmackDown and Mick Foley goes, I traded you for Eva Marie, which I thought was fucking fun. I don't even know what the fuck Eva Marie's doing, but she is such a disaster. I mean, they kept trying to repackage her, and now they made. Before I stopped watching SmackDown, her gimmick was her gimmick's red. That's her gimmick. She's a red, and she can't ever wrestle because she was getting scared. So I don't know what the fuck they did with her, but she was a terrible fucking wrestler. So we get this promo, and and Foley's like, I've just been testing you, and so I thought it was a good promo. I thought they had like a backstage segment too, or I think it might have been a face-to-face promo a week or 2 ago, and I thought it was good. Like, they do a good job at selling it, and they get really into it and shit, and I like it. It's a good, I liked the promo. So Foley makes a match, and he's like, he said some shit like, you have to last 10 minutes with Braun Strowman. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know what the fuck this match is supposed to be, but we'll see what the fuck. Like, okay, if Sammy lasts 10 minutes, does he win? I don't know, but. So then we have the New Day. Now this is the match they made up. The New Day defeating Owens and Jericho, and Reigns and Rollins. I thought the first match was better. I mean, this match just didn't do it for me. I mean, they had a big superplex spot, a superplex, which, I mean, we've seen before. I mean, it was a decent spot, but I mean, every time that happens, Michael Cole, like, gets a fucking hard on for that. Oh my God, it was 6 people. It's just a super. I mean, it's not really anything special. I mean, really, it's any wrestler could fucking pull off that move. It's not that, it's not that special. But I don't know. It was just kind of, it just wasn't as good as the first match there. I thought it just wasn't. It was 16 minutes long. I gave it a star and a half out of 5. And the New Day win again. It's the New Day have now been tag champs. They were saying since August of 2015. And like I was saying in the beginning of this video, they're getting bland. They're getting boring. They're getting stale. They're doing the same shit. Oh, booty. Oh, or the WWE tag team champions. I mean, they're doing the same shit every week. It's the same fucking catchphrases, same dancing shit. I mean, it's getting boring with now. I mean, they were good at first, but now they're just same old, not really that funny anymore. They have to do something. Turn heel. I mean, do something. Break up. It's time for some new fucking champions. It's time for some new fucking faces on Raw. But WWE has an inability to build up tag teams. They don't know how the fuck to build up tag teams, legitimate tag teams. So there's really no worthy tag teams to take the titles. Or maybe they just don't want to give the titles away. I don't fucking know, but it's time for a change. It's time for a fucking change. So then after the match, you get Jericho and Owens arguing about each other, with each other, and then Jericho, of course, Roman Reigns is waiting there to spear Owens, and then Roman Reigns again comes out on top and spears Owens. So there's your build to your fucking match there. You get one fucking spear and that's it. Whoop-de-doo. So yeah, I mean that ending was pretty basic and not that good. So you hit today on Raw or Monday on Raw. You had 40 minutes and 10 seconds of total wrestling, 7 matches, and if you average that out, that would be 5.7 minutes per match. 4 matches that were 5 minutes or shorter, 2 that were 5 to 10 minutes, none that were 10 to 15, and 1 that was 15 to 20. So, I mean, it's pretty sad. I keep saying this, but I mean, I just gotta say it every week. It's sad how little time they give the wrestlers to wrestle. So, there you go, people. There's your Raw review. Once again, show was pretty shitty. So, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, and the thing that really pissed me off too is that there was really zero build to these fucking roadblock match. They think they're all cool. They give it a special name. Oh, it's Roadblock, but it's not just Roadblock. It's Roadblock End of the Line. Oh, end of the line. What the fuck do you mean end of the line? What the fuck does that mean? It's not the end of the line. There's going to be the Rumble after it, so it's not the end of the line. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Oh, it's Roadblock End of the Line now. We're all cool now. We added a new phrase at the end. I mean, what the fuck is that supposed to end of the line? What is WWE going to be over after this? It's just I don't know what the fuck they're thinking there. But instead of worrying about what names they give the pay-per-views, they should be putting work into building up the matches that they make for the pay-per-views. And Owens, Reigns could not have been a worse choice, by the way, as the person to put in the main event. And if you're looking to get Roman Reigns cheers, this is the worst thing you could have done for him. I mean, WWE is so dumb to push this guy once again. They are so idiotic. So fuck you, WWE. I don't know why the fuck you keep pushing this motherfucker who is terrible, who doesn't have 1 ounce of talent in his body. I don't know why you have the audacity, why you have the will to keep pushing this guy down our throats, but we're obviously tired of him. The moment he signed his WWE contract is when that he did not deserve that. Just because he's related to The Rock. He gets into this company. And this guy obviously did not inherit The Rock's genetics because he is just terrible. Can't cut a promo. Can't wrestle. Can't do anything right. And make him the fucking janitor. I mean, there you go. That's nice. You don't. I'm being nice. Make him the fucking janitor. Have him carry somebody's bags. I don't fucking know. But I know that he does not deserve to be in this main event. And he does not deserve to even be in this company. So let's just fucking get him out of this fucking company. Because he has done enough damage. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review.